What's up? What's happening with you? What's up? It's the one and only Kenny Talk, back with an exciting episode of what I like to call the moment of truth. Why we call it the moment of truth? Because it only takes a moment of your time to hit you with what I'm about to hit you with, right? So I need y'all undivided attention. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure you share it, because you never know who possibly needs to hear this. Yes, welcome to another great episode, The Moment of Truth, where we go in about different topics around relationships for those that are just joining us, because I get a lot of new listeners every other week or what have you. And we just pretty much talk on it from a perspective that really shakes up what you traditionally have been taught or have been taught to accept. So today we're going to start. I'm going to jump right in. First and foremost, we're going to discuss 3 biggest reasons good women are still single. All right, the 3 biggest reasons good women are still single. Now, you can pretty much correlate this with good people being single, but it's just, I'm going to start from a woman's perspective, because our women, a lot of our women out there, they are totally interested in getting hitched, being in relationships, finding love, falling in love, and all of the other things that are above. So I'm not going to waste y'all time today. All right, now I always like to kind of break them down. These are into just 3 or 4, however we're going to do it, but today it's going to be 3. Now, these are not the only 3. These are just the biggest 3 that I'm choosing today. I'm going to do, I will continue to do series on this. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. There's a lot of reasons. So let's go. Let's start. So number 1, everybody, number 1. Number 1 is the biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons why good women are still single is because they classify themselves as good in their eyes instead of their possible partners. Now, wait a minute before you throw eggs at me and tomatoes. Wait, listen to what I'm saying. An intelligent woman will say, if somebody asks, hey, are you a good woman? We would say good in what, from what perspective? And for the most part, whenever we say good, we're speaking about being a good woman to a man. So the only way you can tell if you're a good woman to a man is you gotta ask a man, right? Not to say that we're gonna allow, that you should allow a man to define whether you are a good woman. But if you're speaking about being good to a man, then don't you think that the man should have a say so? After all, like with LL Cool J, he can't call himself LL, Ladies Love Cool J, if an overwhelming amount of women are not attracted to him or they don't love him. You have to go to the source. So if you say, are you a good woman? The average woman is going to say, absolutely. But she's going to be looking at it from her perspective because of what she do, what she's been through, what she brings to the table, and how she treats a man. But it's not about that. It's about how it's received by that man, right? Or by men that you've actually dated in the past. So that's going to be one of the biggest one I want to touch on first real quick, is because they classify themselves through their eyes and not through the eyes of their possible partners or even their partners that they dated in the past. Okay, number 2. Are y'all ready? Number 2, we're moving kind of quick on this one. Number 2, because they don't understand the concept of teamwork. What I mean by that, we are a team when we're together. And when you're on a team, that means that you play different positions and play different roles. Now, I'm not saying that a lot of you women out there are not interested in playing other roles, or that you haven't played different roles in the relationships that did not work. But it's not the mere fact that you are willing to do it. It is how you do it, right? So if I need you to play backup, for the majority of a relationship, you have to take that time to say, you know what? I'm going to play backup to this guy, but I'm going to do it with, just overwhelming love, overwhelming support. I'm going to show him that I enjoy playing this role because it helps the team win. Or when I need you to step up and lead and do something that you probably don't want to do, you're going to step up and do it, and you're going to do it in a manner that shows that you love and enjoy doing this to help, what we have go to the next level. The concept of teamwork, being a team player, is big. And when you don't have that, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You will lose out. Last but not least, number three. Nobody wants a perfect mate. And when we ask from the beginning, hey, are you a good woman? A lot of women will tell you hands up and down. I don't let a man define whether I feel like I'm a good woman or not. I am a good woman, because I do this. I know I'm good. I take care of this. I'm on top of this. But when you get with a guy and you have all your stuff straight, or your ducks in a row, or you're this person that just pretty much, hey, I'm just straight up and down the best that you have ever had, it makes it difficult to be with you, because therefore their flaws get put on blast, or they are made to feel that they can't have flaws because you appear so perfect yourself. So let's do a recap. Rewind. All right. Number one, because women classify, you guys can't classify yourself as a good woman in the eyes of yourself or in the eyes of other women. It has to be with the men. So ask yourself, okay, what would your ex-lovers say if they got asked that question? You know what I'm saying? Number two, you got to understand the concept of teamwork. You got to enjoy playing whatever role that's needed in order for the relationship to last. Okay. Number three, you can't come off like a perfect person, because you can't come off like that because people are just not going to want to be around. And that's it. That's the moment of truth. So I'm going to jump right in to what we like to call, let me cool y'all down, because I know y'all probably threw eggs and tomatoes at me and everything, right? But it's all good, because guess what I'm here to do? I'm here to just pretty much drop this moment of truth on you. And a lot of times it's a little bitter. You know what I'm saying? It stings a little. So that brings us to what we like to call the relationship truth of the day, right? And a relationship truth is a post that I post every other week on my social media, Kenny Talk _ on Instagram, Kenny DeMoss, Kenny Talk, however it is. Okay, so jump right in. The relationship truth is this: the biggest mistake that we make is not listening to the feedback that our ex tried to give us. The biggest mistake that we make is not listening to the feedback that our ex tried to give us, right? Because if they're no longer with us, we take what they say and say, whatever, But the problem is that feedback a lot of time comes from a good place, or that feedback comes from experiencing and dealing with you. So why wouldn't you take it in consideration? Which ties to the three reasons that, good women are still single. All right. So what do y'all think? I want y'all to hit me up and let me know, continue to do so. I'm going to jump right into what we like to call the final thought. And the final thought is a little spoken word that we put together in order to sum up everything that we talked about today. All right. And the final thought goes a little something like this. If you ask the average woman if she's a good woman, her response would likely be yes. But if you ask a good woman if she's a good woman, she'd say that question could be better addressed, could be by her man, could be better addressed. All right. It's not to say good women are defined by what a man thinks, but we have to understand the context of the word good and how it's used, right? Because when we exalt ourselves on a pedestal high above others' perception, we miss the chance to see areas that we can improve. All right. When we meet the perfect person, we start searching for red flags. And when we don't find one, that's a red flag, right? There's no one harder to be with than the perfect person that put all your mistakes and flaws on blast. Now, knowing when to lead and when to follow is very important. It's not about having your way or what you feel you deserve. Most importantly, when you're leading or following, it really don't matter if your actions are not driven by the intent to serve. That's in a nutshell. That's the moment of truth, right? So let me know what you think. More to come. The Kenny Talk experience on Kenny Talk Radio, WKTE on YouTube. Remember, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, because you never know who might need to hear it, right? Salute. I'm about to run up out of here, and I'll be back with another episode faster than you can say. Cat in the Hat. Kenny Talk is in the building, and I'm going to keep on doing it. We out.